Lifeboat launching and recovery procedures. Totally enclosed lifeboat. Set the painter to the forward and aft of the lifeboat. Pull out the safety pin of the brake lever. Remove the safety pin of the overlashing wire rope. Release the overlashing wire rope. Pull out the pin of the davit arm stopper handle, forward and aft, and release the forward and aft davit arm stopper handle. This is the inside part of the lifeboat. Those are the seat belts, the fire extinguisher, and there is also a compartment for pyrotechnics, a dome light, and this is for steering wheel, the releasing mechanism, and inside of that compartment is the engine of the lifeboat. There's a fuel tank there, and 2 compartments for water and food provision, the battery switch, and the switches for lamp and starting key. Now the crew are entering to the lifeboat and preparing for launching. There are 2 ways to lower the lifeboat, like for example, for quarterly lowering of lifeboat, you can use the brake lever or the remote control wire inside the lifeboat. In this scenario, we're going to use the brake lever to lower the lifeboat. Pull up or lift the lever to release the brake. Continue lifting it. When you are using the remote control wire inside the lifeboat, this wire is connected to the lever handle. By pulling this wire, the lever handle will lift to release the brake, and the auto trigger wire rope will release automatically. Continue to lift the lever handle or pulling the remote control wire to lower the lifeboat. We can launch the lifeboat in 2 different ways. In waterborne, this is in the surface of the water or 1 meter above the water line. Launching of the lifeboat 1 meter above the water line, I think this is the best way during emergency and experiencing rough sea condition. Lowering of the lifeboat is done quarterly and for drill purposes. We just stop for a while, and this is for safety purposes. And now we continue to lower the lifeboat. This time the lifeboat is almost in the water line, or 1 meter above the water line. As I mentioned earlier, we can launch the lifeboat in waterborne or 1 meter above the water line. If it is launched in waterborne, just remove the safety pin and pull up the release handle up to the stopper. To launch 1 meter above the water line, pull out the safety pin, remove the protective cover, lift the locking device, and keep on holding it in position. Pull up the release handle up to the stopper. Switch on the battery to both position. This is the engine of lifeboat. Checking points of the engine: gear oil, crankcase oil, coolant, and fuel. For lightings, switch on all switches. Check all the lamps including the compass, and after checking that all are working, switch off all switches. Before starting up the engine, make it sure that the clutch handle is in neutral position. In starting up the engine, turn on the key switch to glow to warm up the engine. And when the glow lamp disappears, start the engine. Push the clutch handle to ahead position and gradually increase the engine RPM to increase the speed, and start to maneuver the lifeboat within the vicinity of the ship. Securing or recovery of the lifeboat. Set the safety pin of the brake lever. Set the suspension link to the forward and aft of the lifeboat, and double check the safety pin of the lever handle. And if it is all set, plug the remote control wire and start to wind up the lifeboat. Continue to wind up until the davit arm is set to upright position. When the davit arm is set to upright, the limit switch starts to work and the motor of the winch stopped automatically. Wind up the wire to the final stowing position with the manual handle. Make it sure when you are winding up to the final stowing position, do not operate the manual handle too much. Set the auto trigger wire rope and set the safety pin of forward and aft davit arm stopper handle. And finally, set the overlashing wire rope. Tighten it, put back the safety pin, and we are all set for securing the lifeboat. If you are new in my channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell for updates to my new uploaded videos. Let us keep safe always, and God bless us all.